Are you being selfish if you engage in any type of self-care or self-compassion? Well, sometimes we do feel like it is being a little bit selfish. But all areas of your life rely on you to establish the right self-compassion habits that work together and lead an organized and successful life. Listen to episode 44 if you missed out on what those 7 areas of life are that need to be balanced. But if you still struggle with feeling a little bit selfish, today's episode is for you, my friend. On today's Coffee with Colleen, we'll do a deep dive into the main differences between self-care and being selfish. And that should highlight exactly why you don't need to feel this way anymore. If this is your first time listening to Coffee with Colleen, my name is Colleen Hammond. I'm a former on-camera meteorologist for the Weather Channel, network news anchor, Miss Michigan, and now I'm an executive coach. And one part of what I do is help my clients reduce stress and discover how to be more self-compassionate. A far too common misconception about self-compassion is that it's greedy, self-indulgent, or selfish. However, self-compassion is far better than assuming that others are only here for you or that they or you don't deserve personal care at all in any area of their life. You can't expect that happiness to come from other people because happiness is an inside job. I offer a free 30 Days to Happiness challenge, and people noticed a change in their happiness within just a few days of going through the happiness challenge, and a link to that is in the show notes. I'll put it down there. So implementing proper self-compassion goes hand in hand with achieving happiness and de-stressing your life. Self-compassion is simply living your life as healthily as possible to provide sustainable happiness and a long life. So please don't be victim to that common myth that self-care is selfish and end up avoiding self-compassion that you need to achieve a happier and healthier life. So here are some crucial differences to know between self-compassion and selfishness. First of all, self-compassion is personal, but it's not self-serving. In other words, the purpose is not to take from others in order to benefit yourself. If you look up the dictionary definition of selfish, it's lacking consideration for others, concerned chiefly with one's own personal profit or pleasure. That is selfish. But self-compassion is developing and practicing personal habits and establishing goals that allow you to grow and develop into the best person that you want to be without harming or taking from those around you. Selfishness, on the other hand, is a desire to take from others so that you can achieve your own goals. So with selfishness, someone comes out on top, while in self-compassion, everyone benefits. Secondly, self-compassion is generous. It's not transactional. So what do I mean by that? Well, self-compassion includes having compassion and empathy for the people around you. You're concerned about their feelings and their sufferings. It's about giving or helping those in need, maybe socialize and bond with others and feel good and have a sense of purpose. It's about including time with others, not just time for yourself. Selfishness, however, is always transactional, to gain more while someone else receives less. So selfishness is transactional because it only offers to help in exchange for something that's either tangible or worthwhile. Third, self-compassion is strength, not uncertainty. Self-compassion is about building your self-confidence and being proud of who you are in all the areas of life. But at its root, selfishness is insecurity. It's looking around at what everyone else has and expecting the world to give it to you too, to make it available to you. It's that sense of entitlement. And finally, self-compassion is happiness, not misery. Self-compassion ultimately is about being happy. It's instilling those habits that allow you to fulfill your full desires from life while being mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually strong and healthy. But selfishness is just dwelling and wondering why everyone else has whatever, and I don't. Selfish, that's just doing whatever you can only to ensure you get what you need and ignoring others around you, oftentimes destroying relationships. So I think you can see that truly there is no logical reason that supports the idea that being self-compassionate is selfish. It's far from it. In order to live a long life with health and happiness, you must implement self-compassion. Not only will you benefit, but your friends, your colleagues, and your loved ones around you will too. And again, selfishness is only about getting what you want, regardless of how those around you are affected. Self-compassion includes empathy, compassion, and it has to be generous in order to succeed. So here's my self-compassion challenge or activity for you today. I want you to pay attention to the self-critical voice within you. It's in all of us. That's that bully in your head. You can even name him or her, Karen or Kurt or whomever. But for the rest of the day, notice the number of critical thoughts that bully in your head says to you. And then when you notice that thought, pause and try saying to the bully, I know you criticize me because you are suffering. You know what? I'm going to take care of you. And then send yourself or send that bully in your head some compassion, some care, and some kindness. I promise you will be able to quiet your inner critic.